Hello Year 9 and welcome to week 4 of your English remote learning lessons. This week we're going to be focusing on critical literacy. Critical literacy, in short, is about reading texts and looking for new or underlying meanings. It's the type of analysis that we're going to be expecting you to develop as you move into GCSE, so it's really useful that you're getting a head start now. In lessons 1 and 2, we're going to be asking you to choose one extract of the 3 that you've studied over the past 3 weeks. In lessons 3 and 4, you're going to be choosing 2 of those and you're going to compare them. And in lesson 5, you've got some evaluative questions. You're going to be reflecting on your reading. The 3 extracts, you can find them at the end of this document, so don't worry if you can't access the lessons from previously. In lesson 1, you're going to be looking at the theme of freedom. You need to read the questions in this box carefully, and you choose at least 3 of the questions to answer about one of the 3 extracts. You just choose one of the extracts and you choose 3 questions. That's all we're expecting. If you want to develop your critical literacy further, you can of course do more of the questions, or you can apply the questions to more of the extracts. In lesson 2, we're going to be looking at justice. Justice is the idea of rightness or fairness. You need to do the same thing as in lesson 1. You're choosing 3 of the questions and you're applying them to one of the 3 extracts. Again, if you want to be developing, pushing yourself even further, you can think about applying the questions to more than one of the extracts, or you can think about looking at more of the questions for one of the extracts. It's up to you, but we're expecting, as a minimum, 3 questions answering on one of the extracts. For lesson 3, we're looking at the idea of power and control. It's slightly different on lesson 3. You're going to be reading the questions below carefully, and you're choosing at least 3 questions to answer about 2 of the 3 extracts. The idea is we're starting to develop those comparative skills. So, if you like, answer more. If you like, you can draw in that 3rd extract and think about how that one applies as well. But as a minimum, we're expecting you to use 3 of these questions to answer about 2 of the 3 extracts. So that means you'll have 6 answers altogether. In lesson 4, we're looking at equality and responsibility. So equality, the idea of balance and fairness, to do with things like status, rights, opportunities, etc. You need to read the questions carefully, choose at least 3 questions to answer about 2 of the 3 extracts. Again, we're thinking about developing our skills so you can do as much of this as you would like to do. There's no limit to how much you can be developing your critical literacy skills at this point. Lesson 5 at the end of the week, we want your opinion. Which of the 3 extracts did you enjoy the most? Which novel would you like to read and why? Have you read any of these novels already? Why did you read them? What attracted you to them? Which extract do you think was the most successful in communicating a message about justice, fairness, or power? Hopefully, as you've been reading, you'll recognise that there is connections between these 3 texts. What are those connections? What are the messages that are being conveyed to us as the reader, and why? And we want you obviously to answer these in full sentences. It's really good practice for developing our reading and writing skills. You can find just after here the 3 extracts that you've looked at. So The Hate You Give, Crongton Nights, and 1984 right at the end. So you don't need to worry about going back and forth between the lessons. If you have any questions though, or any problems with this, please contact your teacher. Good luck!